Hello everyone, and welcome back to Discworld. I'm Pete.
And I'm Viv.
And when we'd last left, we had got, if memory serves, we'd just delivered the Dunnyman's gold tooth and the chimney sweep's golden brush to the dragon. And I was lamenting about how we still couldn't get into the shades. But I think I remembered how to get in there now. We need we find a valid reason to get in there. We have to go back and talk to these lads again. They still won't let us in, I don't think.
Could I just ask?
Go away!
Well, I'll just move along then, shall I? Fine.
Yep, so they won't let us in, but we have something that will convince them, or at least make them turn on each other. Any thoughts what it might be? No, of course not. Wait a minute. Remember the two ink blots we got from the psychiatrist?
Yeah.
We need to show one of them to one of these guys. Can't remember which one.
That doesn't work.
No, this one perhaps?
There's one thing. Oh, nothing.
No. What? What were you going to say?
Well, it's this picture. What do you boys think of it?
Oh, very original that. It's a dog's bum with a hat on.
No, mate. Look, it's your wife.
My wife is not ugly.
So, have them argue with each other once again, and then we can get on in to see the palace again. Now, I remember the last time we were here, the peasant was carrying a bunch of eggs.
Baby.
Still here?
That's the trouble with a feudal system, you see. Queuing means very little in the face of a stratified social structure. It's all a matter of social seniority.
Seniority?
Yeah, next time read the fine print of the social contract, that's what I say.
I see your point. Where's the thief?
I think he went to the shades. It's a thief thing.
There we go, so now we have a valid reason to go into the shades. At least I hope so. And remember the tax collector from the city square? The one on the stocks that we threw
It's
a
a
tomato
tax
at?
collector, all right. Hello, and you are?
Well, I was the tax collector. Then some git had me locked up in the stocks. And now I've lost my job.
Oh,
They dared to put me in the stocks. Peasants. I'll get them. All of them. Laugh at me, will they? I'll pull their allowable deductions out with my bare hands. Hey, don't I know you?
gosh, is that the time?
I'm sure I've seen you somewhere before.
Have you ever been to the Duchess of Frumsbur's ball?
No?
Well, we kind of met there then.
Oh, right you are.
And somehow Nanny Og has now jumped to the front of the queue.
Hey there, big boy.
What's this line in aid of?
Vending permits. You need one to sell wares in the city square.
Really?
Yep. So how'd a nice boy like you get into a mess like this?
I think I might just go stand over there for a while.
Oh, the hat suits you, dearie.
Dearie? Oh, dear.
So, where have you been all of my life, love?
Not born for most of it. Oh, gods.
And if you'll cast your mind back, you'll remember a familiar face in here in the dragon summoning ritual. And is it going to let us look at the thing? Come on, hold still a minute. No, it's not. Well, the artifact is the golden bell on his hat.
Hello?
No, it's a visitor, isn't it, Chucky? A visitor.
The dialogue doesn't change.
Mr.
No.
Bell.
No, we've done
This
all
seems like a
before.
good cue to cease this whole silly conversation.
Angel! Chucky, my nasty wizard!
Eep!
I can't remember if the patrician's dialogue changes any. Let's find out.
Hasn't anyone anything to complain about except this dragon? Our data management system simply can't manage the input overflow.
Data management system?
Sounds so much better than dungeon, don't you think? The information retrieval people came up with that one. Has rather a nice sort of ring to it.
Ah, well, if...
Unverifiable flaming objects.
Thank you. If this, phenomena is actually causing real, verifiable trouble, shouldn't we just...
Yes?
Well, just do something about it, please?
It isn't as simple as all that, you see. If I'm putting city funding into a phenomena removal program, there has to be a way to show a turnaround in profit next fiscal year. It's just not possible, you see. The only alternative to reassess our policy on mass eating, burnings, and devourings, convert it into a sort of city asset. No easy thing, I can tell you.
Yes.
I mean, if only we could make a positive earning out of the thing. Impose a PAYE tax or something.
P-A-Y-E?
Pay as you eat.
Yes. On the other hand, since the, phenomena is unverifiable,
Quite.
well, then it might not be happening at all. We could all just ignore it, and then it must just go away. Stop believing in it, sort of thing.
Good lad. Keep that up and we'll have this thing beaten in no time.
So, yeah, that's one possible solution. That's actually a valid tactic, really, because I mean, if dragons only exist when people believe in them, if everybody stops believing in them, no more dragons.
This is true.
But anyway, we should now hopefully be able to get into the shields. If Rincewind will let us go in. Yes, we can. So as I said, this is the rough part of town, and Ankh-Morpork is a rough town at the best of times. Now, does this place look familiar? Remember the mugging at the beginning of the game? Yeah, he got roasted against the wall.
This really doesn't seem the best place to conduct masonry repairs. A mural. What's that scorched sort of smell?
And if we have a look at the trowel, what is it made of? But
it's made of gold?
Quite right.
Oh.
Nice trowel.
What trowel? I don't own any trowels.
Yes, you do. You were using one just then.
Liar!
I saw you.
Look, if I had a trowel, which is not to in any way imply that I actually do, it would be a tool of trade now, wouldn't it? I couldn't just let anybody mess around with it.
What if that someone weren't just anybody, but someone pretty special in an unusual or useful kind of way?
What? Like a colleague?
Oh, actually I was thinking of a wizard.
Really? Well, it would still have to be a pretty special kind of wizard.
There's Rob Brydon yet again, showing his skill for accents. So yeah, remember that chart I was talking about making, showing the voice actors against the number of characters they voiced?
Yeah.
Well, for the last video I edited, Rob Brydon voiced single-handedly half of the cast so far.
Nice.
So yeah, I'll just put up how it's looking so far on screen now. And I'm willing to bet that Rob is still well in the lead. But anyway, moving on.
Is there much call for it round here then?
Eh?
Walls.
There's a fair few of them about. You'd be surprised.
Yeah, they're very good for keeping the ceilings up. Not so good for keeping his trousers up.
Is it a worthwhile job?
Well, yes. If there was more pay and less breeze.
Breeze?
Right up the old dairy air, friend. Me drawers have worn through.
Well, that's got nothing to do with being a poorly paid mason, has it?
If the pay was better, I could afford new underwear.
Point.
Yeah. Now, just thinking ahead of the solution of this, that it's the fact that that is the best hint we get for what's coming next.
Give us the trowel then!
No.
Okay, so we're not
Don't
getting the
get
troll from
horribly
asking
burned to
about
death
it
by
then.
any monsters or anything.
But we can have a look at the mural.
A mural?
No, wait, we've done that already.
That doesn't work.
Of course it doesn't. And here is Big Sally's.
Great Offler's milk teeth! It's a den of iniquity! What's this then? House of Negotiable Affection? Isn't that nice?
Think about it for a while.
Eep! Ah, yes. Now don't tell me. She must be some sort of colourful local hostess. All right, 2 colourful local hostesses.
Yeah. This isn't exactly their peak hours, so they're all fast asleep.
Well, I never.
Alright, so not a whole lot we can do now, so we need to come back when they're on the clock, so to speak. Which means we have to come back the previous night. Yeah, time travel's funny like that. Okay. Okay, so we'll be back yesterday. Oh dear, I've gone cross-eyed. So now back at the House of Negotiable Affection, we can actually talk to them now.
Eep! Ah, yes. Now don't tell me. She must be some sort of colourful local hostess.
Ah, same as yesterday. I mean tomorrow. I don't know what I mean actually.
I was told this might be Big Sally's address.
Can't imagine why that'd interest you, big boy. Big boy. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't laugh.
What? Well, why?
Well, you are wearing a dress.
Look, it's not a dress, it's a wizard's robe.
It looks like a dress.
Well, it isn't. It's the costume of a very ancient and revered order of aesthetes.
You run a lot, do you?
You'd be amazed.
Mind you, that's not surprising, going round this town wearing a dress.
Madam, I don't like your inference. As a wizard, I am chaste.
Walking round in a dress, I'm not surprised. If I was you, I'd hate to be caught.
Can you at least tell me where to find Big Sally?
Oh, sure, big boy. Big boy? It cracks me up.
Well,
Well, what?
where is she?
Oh, I'm Big Sally. You should have said.
I've been told to come and ask you for one of your specials.
A special.
Yeah, that's right. And don't think I'm looking forward to it.
All right, you go and get the milk, the egg and the flour, and I'll go and look for a really big bowl.
Why is it I feel somewhat puzzled about that reply?
Have you figured out what the special is yet?
Some kind of pancake or cake.
Not quite.
Okay.
Let's put. But anyway, you may have noticed that of the three ladies here, one of them is the only woman in the game who is not voiced by Kate Robbins.
Really? What exactly is it you ladies, do?
Oh, you know, sing songs, make exquisite cups of tea, generally listen to men talk, walk up and down their spines in wooden shoes, act decorous at all times, just like them foreign ladies on the counterweight continent.
Geishas.
Well, I'm not surprised you've got a cold. Running around in a dress like that.
It's just that I thought that you,
Oh, you did you? Superficial judgments based on preconceived stereotypes, like just because we're independent ladies making our own way in the world, and you standing there with a dress on too.
Yes, it is indeed John Pertwee. The role he was born to play, as far as I'm concerned.
but you're,
Big-hearted, basically decent woman trying to do the best she can in an oppressively patriarchal, chauvinist, male-dominated society that abstracts female advancement at every turn.
I knew you were one of those as soon as I saw you. Oh, yes. You're one of those. It's a fantasy tradition. You're supposed to wander the streets bent double under the weight of your heart of gold and keeping your ear to the ground to pick up information. Then blokes like me can come along and you pass along the gossip.
I hate to think what had happened to anyone in this town who hang around with their ear to the ground. You want a street starfish, mister?
Yeah, that sounds like a really good way to get an ear infection. So anyway, we now have another sub-quest to add to the pile. We need milk, flour, and was eggs, the other one. Another quick look around here.
Aha! A characteristic hovel. How colourful.
And we can get across if we use the ladder. I can't remember if there's anybody there. No, there is not in this time period.
Amazing what the home decorator can do with a few rags, a few scraps of wood, and a couple of hundred parasitic insects.
So not a whole lot here, but let's take the ladder back. Right, let's head off and see if I can find the ingredients then. If I can just remember where they are. Well, if memory serves, one of them is in the kitchen. It's at the end. Yeah, here we go. A big old bag of flour.
I never did have much time for corn flour. A neat, nay, a trim little bag of corn flour.
There we go, there's one down. So now if I can just remember where we haven't been yet. And I think, yeah, if we go down the path again, there'll be something new here as well. Oh yep, garbage cans.
What a smell. And those flies. The apprentice's luncheon seems to be coming on rather well.
So obviously having now established how disgusting they are, we're nicking them, because that's kind of what we do.
Yeah! What a smell. How will I ever clean the luggage out? It just hates to take a bath.
like so many things that'll be important later. Guess we need to go to the inn next if memory serves. Hello?
Smells a bit funny, this bed. A fine door, that. Fine, yet almost foreboding.
Ah, yes.
A picture of a safe? That doesn't work.
Oh, come on, really? It's a picture of a safe. How much more obvious could it be?
Bit dusty. That doesn't work. What's this stain, then?
Yeah, let's just forget about that, shall we?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you remember we spoke to the scared guy in the broken drum, and he said that he was accosted by a ghost in his inn room?
Yeah.
Doesn't that look a bit like a ghost?
Yes. Okay.
Just a little bit.
Wonder what's in here.
Let's find out. Yes, of course, it's the bathroom.
Extra bubbly with that great lemon lime taste tang you've come to love.
Come on.
Extra squidgy bubbly bath. What a ludicrous painting.
What else do we have? Ah, the roof.
What's this say? If using bath, please remember our other patrons and clean the bathroom after use. If using Ankh-Morpork river water, please remember your next of kin and leave a will pinned to the door.
Yeah, good advice to follow that.
It's got that ring of confidence.
Yeah.
That doesn't work.
What, bathing doesn't work?
Soap
For
on
some.
tap. What will they think of next?
Yeah, modern technology, eh? Okay, so... yeah, this may not seem immediately obvious, but we now have everything we need to get another one of the artifacts.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, like I say, logic isn't a term this game's too familiar with. Specifically, the Fool's artifact. So we need to head back to the palace now. So, have you any idea how?
No.
No, I thought not. Well, first we have to get past the goons again, so another ink block test.
Well, I suppose neither of you wants to see.
That's right.
Oh, wait a minute. See what?
Well,
We've
I
got
just
the
wondered
dialogue
what you
mixed up there.
gentlemen might make out of this.
It's a chocolate blancmange.
No, it's alternately familiar though. Not a hippo, is it? No, not a hippo. A large pudding.
Suet?
I know. It's your wife.
My wife is not fat.
Well, there was a bit of a dialogue mistake there, wasn't there? Either that or they're very good at impersonating each other. Okay, so we have to persuade the Fool to take his costume and, by extension, the golden bell off. How do we do that?
For him another question.
Not quite. We need to offer, give him some reason to abandon his current costume. Obviously, we tip the rubbish over his head.
Oh.
No, but Chucky's dirty. Chucky, one bath! One bath!
Practical criticism always speaks more loudly than words.
True that.
Which is why this is no surprise. Chucky power, power at last. Chucky power, Chucky. But I was born for world domination, Chucky. But now they'll have to laugh. The comedy will be compulsory, spontaneous hilarity. Will be timetabled 3 times per day. Everyone will laugh until they drop. A golden age, Chucky. A golden age. Oh, Chucky. Chucky.
So yeah, sorry about the audio mixing in this scene, folks. The music kind of drowning out the speech a wee bit. And for some reason it's not adjusting in the options, and believe me, I've tried. But anyway, hopefully you heard him sing a snatch of song at the beginning there. That is a traditional Discworld medley called... medley? think I've misused that, but a traditional Discworld ditty called the Hedgehog Song. It's never been, the lyrics have never been fully publicised in any of the books, but apparently it's quite dirty. It's a favourite of Nanny Og, but anyway.
It is true what they say about men with big hats.
What, big heads?
That doesn't work.
Chucky saw a wizard. Chucky, 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 chuck.
Quiet! Shh!
Wizard alert! Wizard alert!
Shut up! Look, will you just shut up?
Chucky see? Chucky scream!
So we have the cap over here,
I thought I saw a wizard.
but we can't get at it.
I did. I did see a
Why
wizard.
not just take Chucky as well? Yep, it's like a bell on his bed.
Yeah, if you take Chucky with him, I'd give it like 3 minutes before Rincewind tries to put his head through a wall. Or just throw it away into the River Ankh, perhaps, I don't know. But anyway, but no, there's, that would be the simple solution, but obviously we have to stretch this out into a puzzle, so how do we blind Chucky? Bubbles. Obviously.
Still say my hat's bigger. Here. Why does he rate a golden bell?
And there's one more down.
A fool's cap with a golden bell.
There we go, halfway there already. Can we look at the bubbles? Yes, we can.
Extra frothy.
Goodbye. So now let's head back to the dragon and give them that. Oh, out we go. Oh, not that one, this one. Come on, luggage.
Excellent. You're doing quite well for a soft skin.
Thanks. Well, back to work.
There we go. 3 down, 3 to go.
Yay.
Okay, I don't know what happened there. You're getting ideas above your station, Rincewind. Go out, come on. Okay, right, to make any more progress we need to find a way outside the city, and for that we need a city pass, or a gate pass, whatever it's called. And for that, we need to rob the scared guy in the inn.
Okay.
And to do that we need to skip to the end. Just close the door by mistake there. So there he is, snoozing peacefully. So we take the sheet out and use it on Rincewind. Oh, yep, the clan are coming. I'm sorry, was that uncourteous?
I wonder if it plays a tune.
I do apologise.
Bit dusty. Smells a bit funny, this bed.
Oh, actually, that's just reminded me. You know why the term Grand Wizard is a title in the Ku Klux Klan?
No.
Did you not? And frankly, I think that's unfair.
Oh, it is, yes,
Yeah,
sorry.
I think it's unfair that a bunch of bastards should get a claim to a
I know.
badass sounding title like that.
I know.
You know what? Let's reclaim it with Grand Wizard Rincewind. Actually, never mind.
It is the pointy hat business, though, isn't
Yeah.
it? 'Cause yeah.
The old
You
letter
want to call
opener in the
Rincewind
secret
Grand Wizard
compartment
before
in the
the Ku
box
Klux
tree.
Klan.
What's this for, then?
Absolutely.
Undercover correspondence? Aha. This looks like the combination to a safe.
And since
Safe?
we've now talked about the Ku
Not for
Klux
long,
Klan, that
matey.
basically has
Good
blown
God,
any
I'm
chance
sure
of this
I'll figure
channel
out
ever
what this
being
is for.
demonetised, so this is purely a hobby channel now, folks.
Quaking little wretch, isn't he?
Can we go into the bathroom? Yeah, I think we can. The big question is, should we bother?
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh.
Okay, so while we were talking, we've got almost all the way through there, but so there's a crucial part of the step missing that the scared guy didn't tell us, and I can't remember what it was because we were talking over it. Whoops.
Oh.
So we now need to go back to the present and talk to him again to get the final step of what this supposed ghost did. Yes, we need to go back and find out what we did so that we can then do it, so that he knows what we did, so we can ask him what we did, so we can go back and, oh no, I've gone cross-eyed again. Well, that's time travel for you. Anyway, to the broken drum. Slightly annoyingly, we just have like one extra bit at the end of his normal dialogue, so we have to skip through all this again. Yes.
What did you...
Tell me about...
Gate pass?
Sorry,
Oh, it... No, nothing. Well, I saw him get the letter opener from then read the note, and
But apart from that, you remember nothing.
That's right. When I came to, my city pass was gone.
Tell me about this hammer thing. Did your ghost have a hammer?
Yes, so he did.
What exactly did he do with it?
He cracked open the jewellery box.
Cracked it open? Why?
Well, my gate pass was inside, wasn't it?
There we go. So now we know what to do with the hammer when we find it. So yeah, I hope that was worth a round trip.
Yay.
So once again, back to the past. Yeah, there are some criticisms, and they are somewhat justified, that this game is a wee bit padded in places. But anyway, let's sheet up once again. And go through this whole sequence again.
The old letter opener in the secret compartment in the box trick. What's this for then? Undercover correspondence? Aha. This looks like the combination to a safe. Safe? Not for long, matey. This should get me out past those goons who guard the city gate.
There we go. One city
Just
pass.
the thing for those who want to pass some gates.
Well, what else would one do with a city pass? Or a gate pass, for that matter. Okay. But of course we can't get out in the previous night, so we have to go back to the present. Again. Yes. And so on. Yeah, so ready to see the rest of the Discworld? Okay, open sesame. Freedom at last! Yeah, pretty picturesque, isn't it? So this is where we just were. So, it gives you an idea of the scale here. And we can walk all the way to the edge of the world.
Do you fall off?
Like, yep, that's all it takes. No, we don't actually fall off here, at least not yet. Hint, hint. That's actually a plot point in the first game in the series, or the first book in the series.
Ooh, pretty. That doesn't work. Handy for holding the coconuts up out of reach, and thus providing me with yet another little problem to solve.
Oh, you are savvy, aren't you, Rincewind?
These things always make me feel strangely inadequate.
Oh, very Freudian.
That doesn't work.
So we have a coconut here, and what's in coconuts?
Milk.
Exactly. So obviously we use the butterfly net to grab a coconut.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Here, there's milk sloshing around inside.
I should bloody well hope so, mate.
It's dark out here. They're catching all the fish that go over the edge.
Yeah, they're the birds that catch fish that go over the edge. They're called rimfishers. No, seriously, that's what they're called.
I knew this game would drive me over it eventually. That doesn't work. Handy, that.
I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, this is known as the rimfall. This is all the water that flows over the edge of the Discworld. So anyway, since we're looking around, let's have a look in the dark wood.
It's quick.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, but before we go, we're passing the mountain pass, because what else was that one do with a pass? Now, not a great deal here at first glance, however, if we walk over here... This is apparently a cockatrice.
Now can't we discuss this? You know, I've always wondered, just why are you crossing the road? Look, you can't frighten me.
And this is the luggage's other use.
Oh.
Bad boy.
Oh.
A cockatrice feather. Well, blow me down.
Come on, pick it up.
An egg? No, I'm sure that this is the last of the species.
So obviously we're gonna eat it. Or at least hand it over to Big Sally anyway.
Yeah.
A cockatrice feather. By Offler, this egg's gigantic. I bet that hurt coming out.
Oof.
Oh.
Yeah, try not to think too hard about that one. So anyway, on to the dark wood. Yeah, this doesn't look horrible in any way.
Ooh, perhaps it's time I sang about my favourite things. Ooh, perhaps it's time I sang about my favourite things.
Yeah, you just do. Yep, it just does the same for all of them. So we have sinister water, eerie toadstool, and a frog. Just an adjectiveless frog. A carnivorous owl.
Oh.
Well, if Twin Peaks has taught us anything, it's that the owls are not what they seem.
Yeah, it's true.
Nanny Ogg's house, I presume. Offler's giblets is full of some sort of vile, yellow, blasphemous, five-sided... Oh, no, wait a minute. It's just custard. That doesn't work.
What's the difference? So obviously we're going to nick a sample of that.
Yeah.
Just what the doctor ordered. A clay pot filled with chunky custard.
Delicious. Kind of custard you have to eat with a knife and fork.
Actually, some of these herbs seem to be looking back.
Interesting. Anything else over here? No, just the crystal ball.
Well,
what else?
More sort of quartz than crystal, and well, more sort of lumpen than a ball. Still, does the trick, I suppose.
Not that we can do anything with it, obviously. So not a great deal outside of Ankh-Morpork just yet. There's one last place to call into, just on our way back. The regular woods as opposed to the dark ones.
Okay.
It's so sickeningly saccharine. Oh look, another frog. So yeah, run to the barber.
Persistent little blighter, isn't he?
The one we sent off on a wild goose chase.
Oh, hello.
She's coming any moment now. Oh, my beloved would never keep me waiting for long.
No. Well, good luck.
You haven't seen her anywhere about, have you?
Possibly. Look, I think maybe I'd better go. I wish I could think of a wish.
I think that influence pathfinding bollocked up a wee bit there.
Quite a handy wooden crank, this.
Does that bring the wishes up any faster?
Yes.
Looks like I wasn't aimed.
What, a bucket?
No, I can't seem to do that.
Can we do this? Yeah, I think we can. Yeah, just nick the crank. Because why wouldn't we?
Yeah.
quite a handy wooden crank, this.
So there we go, we nick anything that isn't nailed down, and if it is nailed down, we just undo the nails and then nick it. And then nick the nails. So anyway, we now have everything we have for Big Sally's special. So once again, back we go. And skippity skip. Okay, ready to prove that we're a man.
Yeah.
It isn't that a weird sentence. Okay, so we've got eggs. Well, that doesn't seem hygienic. And flour.
No.
And finally, milk, after a fashion. Yeah, didn't like that one. Okay, so we have to find a way to crack it open. So how does one do that?
Screwdriver.
You've done that before, haven't you, Viv?
Yes, I have.
Ah! Now I can get at the milk.
And crucially, so can she. So what's to stop it leaking ever if it goes down there?
Yeah.
So now we find out the awful
I
truth.
thought she was.
Good grief! Now look, I don't know about this. What is that? My word.
It's a bowl of custard. Didn't you like it?
A bowl of custard? That's your special, making custard?
Why not? I can't imagine what assumptions you've been making. I'm a woman
Wash
of
your
many
mind out.
parts. My old granny used to say that good kissing only lasts 5 minutes, but good cookery lasts for years. Many's the man who slips in here for a bowl of custard he can't get at home. Will you stop smirking like that?
Hey, it's great. Better than my granny's.
And now I'm going to have a bath. It's messy work making good custard.
The best thing about being a wizard is that you're not allowed any, you know, but you can have as much custard as you like.
There are benefits. So now we have the evidence.
These are either patent elephant cozies or a pair of bloomers. I've forgotten which.
A pair of bloomers covered in custard.
Oh.
Exactly how, I don't want to think too closely about, but anyway. Well, we now have the proof we need. So, do you even remember what we needed it for anymore? No, the little street starfish prove we're a man so we can teach us the secret handshake.
Oh, okay.
And who else uses secret handshakes? That's right, masons.
Yeah.
Do you see where they're going? So once again, back we go. Right, here we go then. Proof. Whenever the luggage is ready.
I'm alive! Now what's this handshake then?
It's easy. You do this, then this, then this. Just practice on those 3 old codgers over there.
Ow. Okay, getting better. So what do we get from this guy? A bra, obviously.
A heavily padded bra.
I think the cat wants in it as well, crawling all over the keyboard. Oh, actually, hang on, before we go. So we now have a heavily padded bra, and also
Makes me feel like I'm a member of some ancient and sacred society.
an ancient and sacred society. So now, once again... So there's the mason, a Freemason presumably. Oh yeah, we don't have to wait for the luggage this time, do we? So yeah, this all makes perfect sense now, doesn't it? Mason, secret handshake, you see?
Yeah.
Hey, just what I wanted.
Ah.
And we have a golden trowel.
trowel.
And if we go not one screen over here, we can find the last of the artifacts as well. How do we find the artifact, Pete? I'm glad you asked.
Aha! A characteristic hovel.
Ah,
How
there was
colourful.
one there before.
Now, remember we spoke to the peasant, he said the thief had gone back to his hideout in the shields. So. Problem with that is, it's a bit loud, dropping the ladder down, so that's woken him up. He's gone immediately back to sleep though, so... Okay, so how do we silence the ladder?
No idea.
It's perfectly obvious, we put a bra on it.
What?
It's a heavily padded bra, it muffles it.
Ah, a genuine muffled ladder.
Okay.
Seems perfectly logical to me.
Yeah.
There we go, the Rincewind patent pending muffled ladder.
Well, at least someone's getting some kit round here. A golden skeleton key.
Yeah. So if we just nick that... Oh.
Well, at least someone's getting some kit round here.
Pretty please? No. So how do we get him to turn back round again?
Shoot him.
We don't have a gun, you see.
Knife him.
Do we even have a knife yet? I don't think we...
Screwdriver him.
No, not
Trowel
quite.
him.
You're getting a wee bit too violent here, Viv. This is an adventure game, not a... Well, an action
Give him a
game.
good troweling.
No. Note the feet sticking out here.
Feather.
Exactly. See, that makes it just a little bit more obvious, you see, when we point out the feet.
Yeah.
And here we go, the last of the artifacts. The skeleton key.
A golden skeleton key.
So now we take the muffled ladder back, put it back in the luggage. And once again we head back to the dragon.
Yay.
And this time we've got two.
Dragon will be happy.
Yeah, you would assume that. Oh my god, I just realised we're still missing one of the artifacts.
Oh.
Yeah, we've still got one more to go. Well, we'll drop these ones off for now and then. Yeah, I think we can call the day there. Anytime you're ready, luggage, come on. So there's one.
Excellent. You're doing quite well for a soft skin.
Thanks. Well, back to work.
And two.
Excellent. You're doing quite well for a soft skin.
Thanks. Well, back to work.
Yeah, back to work indeed, so... Still got, I think it's just one more artifact to go. I'll stop borking up your pathfinding there, Rincewind. So still the fishmonger and his golden belt buckle we still to get, so we'll work on that next time and finish Act 2. So until then, say goodnight, Viv.
Good night, Viv.
Good night, everybody.